73-year-old William So has worked in this dim sum restaurant from day one for the last 46 years. But gone are the days where the restaurant was packed to the brim with customers hanging around tables waiting for seats to free up. After the COVID-19 pandemic, business has dropped by up to 30%. Recovery has been slow, as with most retail and F&B industries in the city. And Mr. So says government help has been insufficient.
希望佢唔會忘記我哋中小企啦，又唔會話對大嘅企業都要體會佢哋嘅。中小企咧係要幫助佢就係乜嘢咧？有啲嘢要簡化啲嘅，能夠令到佢暢順啲嘅，仲有鼓勵下啲中小企，唔好話去好嚴厲嘅好多法例去監控佢嗰啲所謂叫做又話環境啊、食品啊嗰啲嘢。
As the outlook for the global economy ahead remains hazy, Hong Kong is preparing a budget that'll help the city weather the challenges. While trying to retain its reputation as an international financial and trading center, the city's economy, however, continues to face issues like structural shifts and weak global demand. The first thing observers are expecting to see in the upcoming budget is what expenses will the government be cutting back on and what other revenue streams can be tapped on. One suggestion by the city's business community: levy up to 5% of taxes on digital activities of non-Hong Kong resident e-service providers.
Based on last year's estimates, we believe that for 2024, there could be like 3.5 billion US dollars digital service revenue generated here, and assuming if we apply like 5% digital service tax rate, it could perhaps generate like 1.3, 1.4 billion Hong Kong dollar. We want to create a level playing field for Hong Kong-based digital service suppliers, as compared with the non-digital service suppliers, which do not make any economic contributions to Hong Kong.
Higher taxes are one way to increase government revenue. Last budget, Hong Kong upped taxes on those who earn more than 5 million Hong Kong dollars or 643,000 US dollars annually. Some believe the government may expand that income bracket to tax more high-earning individuals. With appropriate and targeted policies, economists say Hong Kong may be able to save another 14 billion Hong Kong dollars or 1.8 billion US dollars this fiscal year. Another area which Hong Kong could exploit is that of money flowing back into the city with more attractive policies to court family office investments and IPOs.
U.S. instead of Hong Kong usually, or in the past decade, has been the ideal spot or the preferred spot for listing activity. So right now we are seeing a lot of Chinese firms that are choosing Hong Kong as their top choice for listing their companies. So I think this sort of flow should be captured by the Hong Kong government with the right set of policy.
Some suggest the government also look at plugging existing gaps to encourage more business activities. Hong Kong has been seeing a significant number of empty offices. As at the end of last year, the overall office vacancy rate stood at 17%, with some 15 million square feet space unused. This compared to the office vacancy rate of below 4% about 10 years ago.
There is one thing that the government should consider, and that's broadening the use of commercial space. Under the current or existing planning framework, the working practice has changed. How people use commercial space has changed. Can office building be used for something else, the like for industrial buildings, etc., etc.?
Last year, Hong Kong saw a 2.5% economic growth, just touching its forecast of between 2.5 and 3.5%. This year, analysts expect the government to lower its growth forecast to between 2 and 3% as Hong Kong navigates through potential disruptions in an ongoing US-China trade dispute. Now, despite challenges ahead, observers hope that the administration will make use of this budget to boost the residents' and investors' confidence with clear policies that'll set the direction for how Hong Kong intends to steer its way through rough waters. May Wong, CNA, Hong Kong.